is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Sherlock Holmes. Ike speaks. Brutus. In the dictionary. Airports. And how's the weather? Player 1, start us. His second spin as Sherlock Holmes was subtitled, A Game of Shadows. It's Player 1. Correct. You again, Player 1. He first played Sherlock Holmes on film in 1939. Okay, Player 1. Yes. You again, Player 1. Answer, the Daily Double. And you're in the lead now. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? And the clue. This star of Lawrence of Arabia voiced Sherlock Holmes for a series of cartoons in the 1980s. That puts you even further ahead. You again, Player 1. This one-time Willy Wonka took on the title role in 1975's The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother. Yes, Player 1? Good. You again, Player 1. Before Rain Man, he directed Young Sherlock Holmes, in which Holmes and Watson meet as boys at boarding school. Yes, Player 1? That is correct. Player 1, back to you. Eisenhower said, "No treaty or international agreement can contravene this document." Yes, Player 2. Good. All right, let's... Ike telegrammed that the mission of his Allied force was fulfilled at 0241 hours local time in this month, 1945. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Yeah!
That's it. Player 1. Of this man's contributions to major White House decisions, Ike said, "If you give me a week, I might think of one." Let's hear it, Player 1. You got it. Player 1. Pick again. In 1957, Ike used the full power of the United States to enforce integration at Central High in this city. Player 2. You got it. Player 2. Eisenhower said appointing him to the Supreme Court was the biggest damn fool mistake I ever made. Yes, Player 1? Yes. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1. He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Player 3? Right. Player 3? In this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. It's player one. Yep. Player one. This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son. Let's hear it, player one. Good. We return to you. Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Okay, player three. Yep. Okay, let's get back. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops. Let's hear it, player two. Correct. Player two, make a selection, please, as we continue. It's a 7-letter synonym for majorette, from what she does with her baton. Yes, player one? That is correct. All right, let's get... This enclosed glass container is used to keep plants and small animals, such as turtles and lizards. Okay, player two. You are correct. Player two. Appropriately, the word volcano comes from the name of this Roman god. Let's hear it, player two. Correct. Player two. Sarah?
In the pronunciation for the word circus, the U is an unstressed vowel and is marked with what looks like an inverted E, called this.
Okay, player one. You are correct. Okay, let's get back into this. Player one. The name of this horse breed tells us that it originated in the Perche area of France. Let's hear it, player three. Hey, you're right. Player three, you start. Denver International has North America's longest commercial one of these, 3 miles long. Yes, player two. That is correct. A lot of clues. At St. Petersburg Clearwater Airport in this state, a plaque marks the 1914 sale of the first air travel ticket. It's player three. Hey, you're right. Player three. This mayor presided over the construction of New York City's first municipal airport. Let's hear it, player three. That is correct. Player three. A company called BAA operates Southampton, Stansted, and Glasgow, but this is its busiest airport. Player two. That is correct. All right, let's get... At this European city's airport, you can have a sandwich and, of course, a coffee at the Café Karenblixen. Yes, player one? That is correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. September 4th, 2007 was the first time that two of these, Henriette and Felix, made landfall on the same day. Okay, player two. You got it. Okay, let's get back in. Mountain passes speed up hot, dry air, giving this U.S. state its Santa Ana winds. It's player three. That's it. All right, let's get back. The forecast is cloudy with a 30% chance of these, characterized by the sudden start and stop of light rainfall. Yes, player 3? That's it. Player 3? High clouds may bring this type of damaging precipitation, especially to the alley for it in the Rockies. Let's hear it, player 2. You are correct. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. Longer autumn nights let the ground cool, producing condensation, and the ground type of this. Okay, player 2. Yeah! Good. Player 3 is in third place, which means, of course, player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Movies by characters. Food words and phrases. Myths and legends. Insect invasion. South Korea. And African countries. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. 2011. Gary, Mary, Kermit. Yes, player 1? Yeah! Good. Okay, let's get back into 1964. President Merkin Muffley, General Buck Turgidson. Let's hear it, player 2. Yeah! Right you are. Okay, let's get back. 1974. Bart, Lily von Stoop, Governor William J. LePetomane. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. Woo! We return to you. 1995. Longshanks, Princess Isabel, Robert the Bruce. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Okay, let's get back into 1984. Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Egon Spengler, Gozer. Yes, player 2. Yeah! Good. Player 2, where do we start? Breakfast dish that can also mean to flatten. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1. In 1966, the U.S. government banned M80s and these round red firecrackers. Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you. Used before barrel, it suggests the homespun style and philosophy of rural folk. Okay, player 1. Right. Please pick again. It's the spicy two-word name for a type of knot that lets you join a rope to a rail or a post. Player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1, choose again. And I'll hand it off to Sarah.
A nursery rhyme says, this person, mend my shoe. Get it done by 2:30.
Player 3. That's correct. Where do we begin, player 3? The earliest ballads of this outlaw say that his activities took place in South Yorkshire, not Nottinghamshire. Yes, player 2. That's correct. Where do we begin? In some legends, it's the influence of the full moon that changes a man into one of these, also called a lycanthrope. Player 1? Hey, you're right. Okay, let's get back. Jimmy?
According to Norse legend, to learn the secrets of the rune stones, this chief god hung himself from a tree.
Yes, player 1? Correct. You get to pick again. This steel-driving man beat a steam drill in a race to make a railroad tunnel, but died with his hammer in his hand. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. A lot of clues. This hero of mythology cleaned the Augean stables by diverting the courses of 2 nearby rivers. Let's hear it, player 3. Right you are. Player 3, you start. Responsible for millions of cases of malaria each year, the Anopheles variety of this insect is one deadly bug. Player 1? That's correct. Player 1? About 300,000 people in Africa suffer from sleeping sickness, spread by the tsetse variety of this insect. Yes, player 3? Good. Player 3? There are 20,000 known species of these insects, including social, parasitic, and killer types. Okay, player 3? Yep. You get to pick again. Puny nickname for various insects of the family Sciaridae. Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Of the 1 million species of insects, more than 300,000 are of this type, including the ladybug. It's player 2. Right. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea. Player 1? Yeah, good. Okay, let's get back in. The 12th century book, Samguk Sagi, recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. It's player 3. That's it. Where do we begin? At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. Okay, player 3. Right you are. You get to pick again. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. It's player 1. Good for you. Where do we begin, player 1? That's it. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are currently in the lead. What here is your daily double clue. MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, choose again. In 2009, Jacob Zuma became this country's democratically elected president. It's player 3. Good for you! Okay, let's get back. The FLN has dominated the political scene in this country since it won independence from France in 1962. Player 2. Good for you! Player 2. Where do we start? Answer. The other daily double. You are currently in second place. Please enter your wager. Answer. Bioko, an island of this equatorial African republic, was once known as Fernando Poo. Right you are. You get to pick again. The capital city of this Horn of Africa nation has the same name as the country. Let's hear it, player 3. That's correct. And now the $2,000 clue. Festus Mogae is the president of this landlocked African republic once known as Bechuanaland. It's player 3. That is correct. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this. Poetry. What are you going to wager? The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. In a poem about this battle, Robert Browning wrote, "To Acropolis run Pheidippides, one race more." Let's see your response. And this correct response will add how much to your score? And your response? With that correct response, you will gain. What did you put as your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? This makes you our new champion, Player 1, so congratulations. We'll see you next time.